Sam Darnold versus Bill Belichick's defense. We just saw it. We saw the Jets get hammered. We saw Belichick and the Pats cruise to a season-ending victory. When looking at the final box score and the overall score, it looks as though the Rook had a hard time. He did. But after looking at the film, it's obvious he did not have a chance to succeed. Belichick didn't mess around. Of the first 6 passing plays, he blitzed on 5 of them. He brought 5 or 6. 5 of the first 6 passing plays. He looked at that Mike McCagnon porous O-line and laughed. He chuckled. He said, "Are you freaking kidding me? All I gotta do is send 5 guys, one-on-one, pass protection, play man behind me with single high, and we're gonna shut this team down." Darnold didn't have any separation in the secondary, nothing. And the crazy part is, he was actually solid in this game. 1st and 10, and even though this is the second drive, a precedent has already been set. Belichick is going to rush 5, he's going to play man, single high. The Jets simply couldn't create separation. First of all, they couldn't block the Pats up front, but we all know that's the case with this O-line. The more important thing is they couldn't create separation against the man-to-man coverage. Here's a high-low concept. Darnold drops back. It's a 4-man rush. 3 are near Darnold. The 4th man is kind of lost up top with the flat man bumping and going out to the flat. Now, Darnold, he knows it's man, but he knows he has no time. So he just has to get it out real quick to leg it there. Incomplete. There was an opportunity for Herndon to run a crisper route, create separation, and catch the ball right in the middle of the field. There he is right there. That's the path he takes, that round path. If he takes the hard path the way he's supposed to, straight up, plant with the left foot, cut across the field, he's probably going to be open. The other underrated thing is how the Pats stay in their lane. The play before this, Darnold scrambled for a big one. That was the only one all game he found. Belichick has his D-line staying in their lanes. The theme continues. 3rd and 10. Belichick sticks with the heavy pressure. Man, single high. Pre-snap, there's a robber. Darnold could tell it's single high, probably man. There's the route. It's a man beater. Whether it's the out to Burnett, who actually gets the ball here on the sideline for the first down, or the underneath bench route. A little play action there, doesn't do anything. There it is, man defense, cover 1, single high, underneath backer in the middle. Darnold knows he doesn't have much time. Even the tight end is in the block, and he's still under pressure. Look at him get hit right there. But he gets the ball to the only guy he can, Burnett, who actually runs a nice route. Right up, vertical, plant with the right foot to the sideline on the out, at the sticks. This shows Darnold gets it. He figures it out that Belichick's going to continue with the 5-man pressure, man underneath, until they figure it out and force Belichick to adjust. 2nd and 9, no blitz, no pressure on this one. Well, I shouldn't say no pressure. Just a 4-man rush. The interior completely breaks down, and Darnold has to escape the pocket. There's the route pattern. He goes to Herndon, who breaks off his out route once he sees Darnold break the pocket, and he goes for the corner of the end zone. There's that play action, which is meaningless. Pats are in a cover 1. 4-man rush, cover 0. No one over the top. 2 underneath that are chucking and playing underneath coverage. Also with a spy on both sides. So it serves a dual purpose. Darnold, where's he going to go? Look, nobody open, no separation. So he escapes the pocket, makes an excellent throw on the run, hits Herndon in the hands, good defense, tough catch. Could have made it, didn't make it. Darnold tried to make something out of nothing. Now here it is, you'll get a good idea of why he escapes the pocket. even though it's just a four-man rush. Look at 71, the interior lineman. Just abuse Harrison. I mean, come on, folks. It's a 4-man rush. You got to give Darnold more time than that against the cover 0. Darnold sees he can get outside with McGuire helping out. Great throw on the run. Nearly a touchdown. Herndon has his hands on it. The defender's all over him. Could have been a penalty. It's a good play by the kid. To begin the second quarter, Belichick got a little cute. He went to a couple zone defenses, and Darnold went underneath twice to his tight ends. 3 4-man rushes, zone behind it. Darnold would pick that apart. Now, the reason is because of the Jets' weapons. They're just not creating separation against man. In zone, they could find a soft spot. Belichick quickly learned, however, and then after these 2 plays, it was pretty much man throughout the rest of the way. Here's the next man example. It's a 3rd and 9, and it showcases a big-time throw from Darnold on a deep out to Burnett to get the first down. There's Burnett highlighted, deep out. We're going to check the Pats defense here. Single high. Believe it's a 4-man rush. Yes, linebacker comes down the A-gap plus 3 defensive linemen. 4-man rush out of a quarter defense. 7 defensive backs, by the way. Man underneath, single high, and Darnold recognizes it. He dissects it right away, slides to the right, and delivers a perfect pass to Burnett, who had a big game for the Jets to close out the season. Now, from the end zone view, you'll watch Darnold. We went over this in a previous film room where he's not Ben Roethlisberger. He doesn't pump fake. But what he does very well is he slides his feet. He slides himself in the pocket. Watch this, to the right. Boom, boom. He hops and slides to create angles, to create positions for himself to avoid the rush. Nice job recognizing the man and delivering it perfectly. 4th and 3. The Jets' best chance to score up to this point in the game. 11 personnel, shotgun. Pats in a goal line defense. There's the route. It's going to go to Robbie Anderson on the post, but honestly, here's just another example of Sam Darnold having no chance and simply trying to make the best of it. Takes a snap. Look at that A-gap pressure. That's inexcusable. McGuire does a good job to push him out of the way, but the corner blitz is not going to allow Darnold to get out of the pocket. It's man across the board, cover 0, at the goal line. Darnold chucks it up before he's sacked. Doesn't work to Robbie. I mean, what can you say? The quarterback did a good job here for what he was presented with. There goes Roberts on the motion, the rip. Here's the look. We don't know what the line call is. It's impossible to know. So we don't know who's at fault. But there's 6 showing at the line of scrimmage, and what happens just can't happen. Look at that. The most important guy is the interior. The most important guy is the A-gap, and he was showing A-gap, and Harrison completely ignored him. We don't know who's at fault, but it's completely ridiculous. This would never happen with a Tom Brady, Dante Scarnecchia offensive line. One of the most underrated aspects about Tom Brady and the Pats is that offensive line, and Dante Scarnecchia, as we just pointed out and mentioned. This one's simple. Watch Brett Qualley on the right side here lose his manhood. I mean, what was that? Did he fall? Was he chopped down? Is he cutting? Does he think it's a 3-step drop, quick pass to cut? It's a standard 5 to 7 step drop. I don't know what happens. Shame on this offensive line. The following play accounts for Jeremy Bates' most original and productive play design of the game. There is the route. It's going to go to Cannon on the wheel route. Out and up, wheel route, whatever you want to call it. Same story. Pats rush 5, play man, single high safety. Jets leave 2 tight ends in to block. Max protect, It's only a 3-man route. It's the perfect play call against such a defense. Jets still haven't been able to beat it. Darnold, perfect pass right into the hands of Trenton Cannon, who drops it. If Cannon wants to be a back in this league, he's got to make catches like this because he needs to be a dual threat receiving back in order to thrive in this league. Perfect pass by Darnold. It couldn't be more perfect. Ouch. Look at that. First of all, he doesn't need a jump. Don't jump. Darnold let down by his weapon here. Here's what happens to quarterbacks when they don't trust their O-line. And in Sam Darnold's case, rightfully so. 11 personnel against 3-3-5 nickel, single high press. Same old story. Belichick runs a simple cover 1 press man, rushing anywhere from 4 to 5 to 6 players each play. On this play, it's a 4-man rush. 3-man up front, delay with the 4th man, as you see there, man across the board. So watch Darnold react here. He doesn't have to react like this, but he's forced to based on the way the game's gone. See, he ditches the pocket to the right, goes back to the left. If he had a man, it's right there, and he could have hit that. But listen, how can you blame him? He was under duress all game. He looks to get it up the middle. This was the fumble where the Pats scored a defensive touchdown. Tried to throw it at the last moment, didn't work. This is a product of bad O-line play and poor weapon separation down the field. Here's the end zone view, and you'll get a better idea. See that linebacker right there? In Darnold's view, with his poor O-line in front of him, that guy's going to sneak right down the A-gap. We've seen it all game. Doesn't happen. Darnold panics a little too quickly, tries to scramble, make the throw, fumble. Those freaking Pats are off to the races for the touchdown. I'll tell you what. Can I just watch one Super Bowl without the New England Patriots in it? Please. Let it be this year. This was no Bill Belichick mastermind defensive scheme taking away the rookie quarterback's will. It was simply man-to-man across the board to take away the weapons, heavy blitz early, more 4-man rush later, single high, with 2 underneath chipping and spying. It's a completely disrespectful way to cover and guard against an NFL offense all game. Yet Belichick did it, and Darnold really didn't have a chance because his weapons didn't get open and his offensive line didn't block. We'll end it on this play where Darnold finds Burnett on the nice corner route. Perfect pass. Good job on the run. But until Mike Maccagnan gets this O-line nailed down, finds the right offensive coach, and snags another big-time weapon, Darnold's going to struggle. But in this game against the Pats, he did a nice job despite all factors.